Hi, I'm Debbie Harbeck, and I'm a certified life coach working with women in midlife and through the menopause transition. So each week, I'll be sharing the latest information, inspiration, and generate some momentum so you can move forward and feel more in control of your changing midlife body and your life. Let's go. Hi, and welcome back to the podcast. And I just want to wish you a happy holidays as we head into the holidays. So when this comes out, it will be Christmas Eve. Hanukkah will just be over. And I just hope you're spending time with family and friends, connecting with people that are important to you. And that is so important at this time in midlife. It's one of the things I coach on is connection, because connection helps us relieve stress, helps us feel good and purposeful in our lives. So I hope you're out there feeling good and purposeful with the people that you really care about. And I'm going to get into the topic today of reclaiming yourself in this brand new year. And it's not about resetting. And I kind of don't like that word. So I'm talking about reclaiming, and I'm going to explain a little bit why. But I spent a few hours at a spa this week. I was given a gift card last Christmas, and I finally used it this Christmas. Why it took so long, I can't even tell you, but it was time to use it, and I'm really happy I did. I got to spend that time on my own. I wasn't rushing around. I had no agenda. I wasn't trying to be productive. I had no phone with me. So it was just really amazing to move just at my own pace from the sauna to the cold tub. I actually did go in the cold tub, to the hot tub, and just letting myself be me. And while I was doing that, I noticed something, and I was sitting in the sauna, and it has a big window out into the whole place. You can see so much of the spa from this particular sauna. And I was watching women walking by. There were men too, but I was really watching the women walking by, every age, every shape, every kind of body you can imagine. There were soft bellies, there were strong legs, there was a lot of wrinkles, there were scars, there were bodies that have clearly lived full lives. And what struck me was how not different we all are, how similar we all are, how imperfect we all are, and that some of us own that, and that some of us try to hide it. And you can see that just immediately in the posture, in the way these women walked around, in how they stood without adjusting, without trying to cover up. They weren't trying to look younger, and they were clearly not trying to hide anything. They were in, most of them, two-piece bathing suits. They weren't performing. I could see it. They just were. And here's the part that surprised me. I just found that they were sexy. They were desirable. They were magnetic. Even to me, I'm not attracted to women in that way, but I could feel that energy coming off of them and how it affected me. Because, like you, I am not always feeling great about my body. My body is going through so many changes right now, least of all, which is severe arthritis in my hip. And yeah, it's put into question a lot of things. And it's not the same body I had even 2 years ago, even a year ago. So things are changing. But it doesn't have to matter. The shape of your body does not have to matter. It's owning the body that you have. And as we come to the end of this beautiful year of 2025 and we step into 2026, I just want to say out loud that I am not interested in a reset. And I mentioned it before, but it gets thrown around a lot, this word reset, and it doesn't really fit. I am not walking into 2026 feeling brand new. That's not the purpose. I'm not pretending I'm not tired. I am tired. And I'm not ignoring the things that feel weaker or slower or less than. I know they're there. I feel them and I acknowledge them. So what I want to do instead is reclaim myself. I want to feel reinvigorated, not by pushing harder. I want to feel strong even while being honest about what feels really tender and a little painful right now. And I want to appreciate this body in exactly the shape it is in right now. And I don't want to wait for someday. I don't want to wait until after I fixed it. I just want to do that now. And when we stop fighting our bodies, they actually respond better. So we know from the research, and I do like the research, that women in this age group who practice body appreciation and not body criticism, which we are all prone to do, that if you appreciate your body, you are more consistent with movement, you manage stress better, you sleep more soundly, not because you're trying harder, but because your nervous system feels safer. And that's what I saw at the spa, women whose bodies weren't perfect by our cultural standards, but who had stopped negotiating with themselves. These women weren't waiting to feel confident later when they lost the belly or when they lost a few pounds or when they built more muscle. These are women who had decided that this body they were in, as it is, gets to take up space. And when a woman does that, something shifts. You see it. Her shoulders soften, her breath deepens. She is present. You feel her. And that's not just fluffy mindset stuff, that really is embodied power. So if you're listening right now and thinking that you don't feel brand new, you feel squishy, you feel slow, you feel a little pain or a lot of pain, you feel like you've changed. I want you to hear this clearly, that none of that disqualifies you from feeling powerful now. None of that makes you invisible, and none of that makes you less desirable, because confidence doesn't come from changing your body. It comes from claiming it. I want to say that again. Confidence does not come from changing your body. It does not come when you decide you're going to fix it and do something about it. It comes from claiming it the way it is right now. So, from standing inside your body as it is right now, instead of constantly standing outside of it and evaluating it and judging it, that's what made these women in the spa so compelling. They weren't trying to be sexy, they were embodied. So instead of resolutions this year, I want to offer you something maybe a little gentler. Ask yourself, what do I want to reclaim in my body this year? Or another really great question to ask yourself is, how do I want to feel about myself this year? It's not about what you want to lose. It's not about what you want to fix, but it's about what you want to be and what you want to feel. Maybe it's steadiness. Maybe it's strength. Maybe it's pleasure. Maybe it's trust. And then ask yourself, what is one way I can support that without punishing myself? Because reclaiming yourself is not dramatic. It's very quiet. It's grounded. It's grounded. It's deeply powerful. And it starts exactly where you are in this moment, heading into the holidays. And if this is the year you want support, not a quick fix, not another plan that leaves you feeling like you failed, but real, steady momentum rooted in respect of this changing body you've got, I'd love to walk with you. I am walking with women right now who are going through this change. I am going through this change. And it's not about becoming someone new, it's about reclaiming who you already are. So I would love to see you in the new year. And if you want to move forward with me, you can find my information in the show notes. In the meantime, I just want to wish you the very best in a holiday season. Enjoy your time with those you really love and care about, and keep moving forward.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Midlife Momentum Podcast.
If you want to learn more about working with me, come visit me at DebbieHarbeckCoaching.com. That's Debbie, I-E, Harbeck with a C, coaching.com. See you next week.